No question, we live in imperfect times.
We start with unprecedented and deadly scenes.
Thousands of demonstrators gathered in London to protest against racism and discrimination
At the Capitol in Washington, D.C., where supporters of President Donald Trump stormed the building.
Now to another grim milestone, the world surpassing 1 million deaths from the coronavirus.
Since 2020, global events are enough to make you think the world has gone mad. A global pandemic, despotic leadership, and police brutality.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute.
In theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away.
We have done an incredible job. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear.
And so far, we have lost nobody to coronavirus in the United States. Nobody.
The murder of George Floyd rekindled the flames of the 1960s civil rights movement, and a new wave of passionate young activists rose up to demand an end to a system that is clearly broken. The billionaire class of Musk and Bezos act like they know things that we don't, all focused on colonizing Mars and leaving the Earth behind as quickly as their purpose-built rockets will take them. Yet, throughout history, the darkest times have sparked periods of great illumination. The precursor of the Renaissance, a landmark period of art and enlightenment, was the Great Plague, which ravaged Europe for over 50 years and killed a third of the world's population. And after the nuclear devastation of World War II, Japan's post-war collapse gave way to new economic miracles in industry, art, and fashion that sparked change across the world. Are we now on the verge of a new period of enlightenment? What started as a civil rights movement in America is expanding to a global movement with global players. No longer just lone activists and racial equality groups. It's now young people, corporations, governments, and citizens combined. The focus is no longer on just racial justice.
To survive, we need to stop burning fossil fuels.
But it is expanding to embrace environmental justice, responsible business practices, and overall human rights. And this movement has begun embedding itself in our daily lives. It's happening all around the world in all kinds of places, and is now to be found and shared on the platforms of our modern era. Social justice is embedding itself in our daily lives and giving rise to people using the platforms of a new era to be forces for change, said the editor of British Vogue, Edward Enninful. The voices are loud, getting louder, and they are demanding systemic change.
You can still fix this.
In this new, thought-provoking, streaming teleseries, we meet and hear from the new wave of activists, changing today's society. So come and join us. Get up, stand up.